Welcome, welcome to the ladies' room, where real men talk and truth go boom. Good morning, good morning. If your man acting up or your woman losing she mind, right we don't hide, tell we inside, 'cause the ladies' room go set it right. Welcome, welcome to the ladies' room, where real men talk and truth go boom. Good morning, good morning. If your man acting up or your woman losing she mind, right we don't hide, tell we inside, 'cause the ladies' room go set it right.
We're definitely up and running again. Good morning, everybody. Let me just share this. And if you have not shared us yet, please do so. Thank you. Alrighty, there we go. So, welcome everyone to the ladies' room, where we talk, where we discuss. Where we discuss things, situations, and have conversations. We truly appreciate you. And of course, special thank you to our friends at St. Augustine Medical Services. Thank you so much, Land Store, Western Union, and Beacon Insurance for making the show possible again on this Tuesday, February 3rd. Good morning to all the folks celebrating life today, or you're celebrating a birthday. Hope you have yourself an awesome celebration. Yep, especially Junies and Camilla Boca. Want to wish you guys a happy birthday, my fellow Aquarians. All the love in the house from Power 95. I know you guys are always kicking it with us. Been big and strong supporters of Power. So we want to say thank you so much, and to wish you both a happy birthday. Yes, Esther, Junies, and Cami. Yes, they're celebrating today. So happy birthday, ladies. Have yourself an awesome celebration. All right. Good morning to my listeners on 95.1, 95.3. You're in your office, you're on the job, you're on the road. Good morning. You're at home. Good morning, afternoon, evening, night to you, wherever you are. And if you're listening via the Power app, good morning. And if you are viewing the live stream right now on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, welcome to the ladies' room. So come on in, everybody, and please share as soon as you do. Thank you so much. It's not too much to ask, right? And thank you for the feedback yesterday. I've been getting a lot of messages and regarding the program we did yesterday. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I'm happy to know that it didn't fall on deaf ears, and it was really a call to action, and of course for us to not just do but be better, just do better and be better at life, because you can be here today and gone tomorrow, and you had so many dreams that just went down the tubes and didn't get to experience and live life fully and authentically. So thanks so much. Don, good morning. Hey Shante, good morning. Precious Joy, good morning. You're coming fast, because this morning conversation, I never in a million years thought I would have this conversation, but as a result of the post that I did last week, and based on your responses, we need to have a conversation, because I asked, it was genuine curiosity, right? And I asked, do people really believe in Obeah? Like I said, Jamaicans seem to talk about it a lot, and it stemmed off. I'm not too sure many of you are following the Daima and Rosalie situation, and they were doing the most for the past week or two. And one of the revelations was Rosalie went to an Obeah man with her name, and her name is on parchment paper, and all kind of situation. And so many people, they believe they know the Obeah man, they know the Obeah woman. So I'm sitting there listening, and I'm like, people actually believe in those things. Sweet Sugar City, thank you so much. Appreciate you. So the question we asked last week was, do people really believe in Obeah? Like, Obeah is real thing. Parchment paper with name on it, kind of Obeah. So that's what we want to talk about this morning, because, hey, morning, Fatty. Good morning. Good morning, Sonia. Thank you so much for taking control. Kim Charles, good morning. Come on, guys. As soon as you join, please share. Soon as you join, please share. Oh, that's all I ask. All right, share and top up as much as you can. Where did I stop? Abigail, good morning. Morning, Jackie. To my step one. No, Papa. We good. We want more problems in the family. We good. We very good. Hey, Roderick, good morning. Happy Tuesday, Michelle Charles, Marian Frederick, Vanessa St. John, Jackie Chaiton, Valerie Ross, Nissy, Marvelyn Thomas, Jenilyn, Christelle, Linda Pearl, Rachel Botang, Rachel Samuel, Empress D. Marshall, Nakisha, Yvette James, shout out to you in Carriacou, Glendon Phillip, Shauna Henry, Della Fletcher, Della Howdyfoot, everything coming to come. Morning, Lou, Radical Man Impulse. Good morning, Radical Man Impulse. Big up yourself. Morning, Naya. Morning, Crony. Morning. Naya, my body coming up. Wonder if I'm gonna get a power shot. Talk to Denise about that. Diamond Ramdeen, good morning. Denise, Naya wants a t-shirt for her birthday. Morning, Ann Thomas. Shout out to all those on YouTube. Fred Anderson, Roxanne Scott, Sherma Dabo, Unison Joseph, Quinn B, Trisha Franklin. Who else? Them confusion. Life people come back. Yeah, Papa. Morning, Kizzy. Lisa, Glendolyn, good morning. Morning, Gabby. Ryan Phillip from Trinidad. Welcome. The action is definitely heating up in Trinidad and Carriacou, getting ready for kayak mass and all that good stuff. Picture stick what we're hearing. It's not stick. I'm sticking on both apps, but it's showing on. It's showing on my end. Refresh. Go out and come back in. Happy birthday, Junice. Guys, please join me in wishing Junice a happy birthday. She's in the room. Of course, not forgetting your sister, Bugs. Happy birthday. Junice and Bugs, and celebrating. Yeah, your mom did something right, boy. The exact time. Same day. Basil Fletcher, good morning. Morning, Doobie. Morning. Am I still sticking or are we good? Quick and fast. Because I'm good on my end. It's not showing us sticking over here. So, we seeing you? Are good now? I thought we were good yesterday because I saw nobody complained. We good? Alright. Bishop, morning, Preston. Happy birthday to the Aquarians. Definitely. So, yeah, let me get into it because I really want to get your Preston, you're a good man to call and explain it because I hear you say, I see, listen, me and know about them thing and them, contrary to popular belief. I doesn't be out there in that like that, I pick and choose what to get involved in and, what to know about. Yeah? So, me know about them thing and them. Anyways, morning, Kim. So, last week, like I said, I posted a simple question on my Facebook page, right? And I asked whether people believe in Obeah. You busy today, Sonia? Lisa, catch up because Sonia busy. I asked whether people believe in Obeah. And, I expected... Mr. Man, I never said anything about Baptist, based on the response you gave, I said you were in a good position to respond. Me, you said nothing about Baptist up to now. Anyways. So I expected a few mixed responses, right? But what I didn't expect was the overwhelming number of people who said they not only believe it, but that it is actively happening here, like right here in Grenada. Yeah? The comments were passionate. Some people even came into my inbox and shared personal experiences. One to do it, another woman, Obeah, she husband, and the husband leave, and right now it's the husband don't know if he go in or he come in. But that's their experiences. Another person want me not to play with those things. And many were absolutely convinced that Obeah is real and powerful. They are convinced. And the amount of people who send me up in Riverside to go and see for myself, no, I'm curious, but I'm not that curious. And I'm good. I just wanted to know. I ain't that curious that I need to go up Riverside to see. Not good. So based on the definition, they say Obeah is a system of spiritual healing. Listen to what it is, eh? Spiritual healing, protection, and magic rooted in West African traditions practiced throughout the Caribbean and parts of the southern U.S. and South America. It functions as part of folk religion, often incorporating elements of Christianity to influence, guide, or protect life events. That is what they say. Other key details about Obeah include origin. Like I said, brought to the Caribbean during the transatlantic slave trade, stems from West African practices. They say the purpose is used for healing, casting spells, protection against evil, doppies, all kind of thing, and navigating personal difficulties. And they say the practitioner, an Obeah man or Obeah woman, is a specialist, often seen as a shamanic figure who provides advice, remedies, and spiritual or magical services. They say historically it was used as a magical art of resistance by enslaved people against oppression. It was often fed and demonized by colonial authorities, leading to bans in many countries. They say Obeah often blends African spiritual beliefs with Christian elements and in some regions indigenous or South Indian traditions. That is the definition they give. I just asked Preston about it. You say Obeah strong? Not for, you can't use the Obeah to break down the belly. So Obeah strong? You're not hearing? Morning, Nicole. Twilight Queen Bee says she's not hearing. How come? Go out and come back in because everybody else seems to be fine. You hearing? All right. I'm frozen again. Anyway, we move. So yeah. So you can use your Obeah to bring down your belly. This voice cell one. Somebody need to put a Obeah in you for the way you have control over your mouth. So, like I said, I expected a few mixed responses, but I was told that it is actively happening here in Grenada. Yeah? Many were absolutely convinced that Obeah is real and powerful. And it made me pause. Hearing now. Good morning. Morning, hi, Shamika. It says, it made me pause. And because while I respect culture and personal experiences, I'll be honest, I am skeptical. Let me be completely honest. Like, Obeah take the live this morning or what? Who Obeah posted that I want me to talk about that come on Obeah me live? I am skeptical. I'm a skeptic. And I'm not dismissive. I'm not mocking people's belief. I'm just questioning. All right? So let's put that out there before people get offended and say, oh, it's not dismissive. It's not mocking. It's just questioning. Like I said, I am skeptical. And I think that the conversation, I think this is a conversation worth having based on the responses, especially when so many people around us believe so strongly. Yeah? So, today in the room, hey Breezy, today in the room, I want to look at both sides. And let's start with the believers first, right? Many people shared stories about sudden illnesses, relationships falling apart without warning, businesses failing unexpectedly, or feeling heavy and unsettled in their new homes, or just feeling this cloud around them, this heaviness around them, and they just start acting differently. Yeah? They spoke about going to spiritual leaders. Like I said, they invite me to come. Somebody invited me to come with them. Is it a Tuesday, they said, to come up by Pastor King? And I would see for myself how real it is and the things that people actually do. And, you know, there's demons and spirits that he cast out. And they say after that, things improved. Health returned, peace came back, life started flowing again. And for them, they're saying it was not coincidence, it was proof. We all know these are things that we've heard from forever. You know, in our culture, in Caribbean culture especially, Obeah has existed for generations. I've heard about it for generations. Our ancestors spoke about it. It became a way of life to explain misfortune, to explain illness, conflict, and sudden changes in life before science could offer explanations. The slightest thing go wrong, you fall along and if you have a repeated pattern of either accidents or things not working out, first thing you hear is somebody Obeah you. Go and break that Obeah, go and break that spell. And for some, Obeah is seen as dark spiritual power. And for others, it is energy manipulation. And for some, it's just simply another form of spiritual practice. And based on some of the responses that I got, many believers say it helps them cope. It gives them answers when life feels confusing. It gives them hope when things, feel out of control. It gives them a sense of protection. And I mean, at the end of the day, there's no denying the power of belief, right? When someone truly believes something will heal them, help them, or protect them, the mind and the body often respond. And I mean, we could say we see this with prayer. We see this with positive thinking. We even see it in medicine, through the placebo effect. So I guess from the believer's point of view, Obeah feels real, powerful, and present. So, but I want to look at the skeptical side as well, because like I said, I am skeptical. I'm not mocking. I'm not disrespecting anybody's beliefs, but this is just my Kingsman says it's a good thing, but people just use it for bad. So how does it work? How do you even, does someone get to you for you to fall sick? Misfortunes to happen. I don't know. Anyways, like I said, it's for the believers and it's for, I'm a skeptic. So for the skeptics like me, I just think that just because something has existed for a long time does not automatically make it true. I mean, at one point in history, people believed the earth was flat, right? People believed the earth was flat. They believed sickness was caused by evil spirits until science explained bacteria, viruses, and natural causes. And sometimes many of the Nelson, some will still do. I just feel that many of the situations people attribute to Obeah can also be explained by stress, coincidence, poor decisions, emotional trauma, and to me, like, everyday life changes. Because if you have a business and you're not managing it well, you're not managing your finances well, of course the business will flop. But then you hear somebody say, they Obeah you, that's why your business failed. And sometimes it's just a result of poor decision making, poor leadership, poor management. Roxanne says, but why these Obeah people not filthy rich? That is the question I always ask. Maybe, so how come you don't? Because trust and believe, if I had the power of Obeah, it actually realize the first thing you're looking for. To get a piece of cabbage, to get a piece of money, to get some riches somewhere. Build one nice big house up on a rock with just 360 view of the sea. But I guess it don't work that way. And when people say people Obeah their relationship, so the relationship can, money is not the root of all evil, Preston. The love of money is the root of all evil. You see, you're going to church every Sunday, and you even know that. And I can't remember the last day I set foot in a church. But I know for sure that it's not money is the root of all evil. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil. Money on your own ain't nothing. Right, so you correct yourself. Good and good. Hercules says, this is for real. Evil exists, is not to get rich. I believe in good and bad. I believe there is evil. But I'm just still skeptical about the whole Obeah part of it. Right? So like I said, people believe, people Obeah their business, and like I said, that could be because you didn't manage your business properly. Sometimes relationships end and people say, people Obeah your relationships. My next woman is your husband, the woman Obeah your husband. Maybe the relationship ended because of incompatibility. Maybe it ended because we weren't putting in the work to make it work and we just went our separate ways. Businesses fail because of finances or management issues. Sometimes illness comes from lifestyle, genetics, environmental factors. Yeah? Yet, when people already believe in Obeah, every negative experience to me becomes evidence. Once they already believe, once something go wrong, they attribute it to Obeah. And I was doing a little bit of reading up on this, right? And this is something psychologists call confirmation bias. And it says when we only notice things that support what we already believe, it's called confirmation bias. When we only notice things that support what we already believe. And there is also the reality that fear can be powerful. Some people make money by telling others that someone has worked them spiritually. Some of them charge for cleansing baths, they charge for rituals, candles, remedies. And sometimes the problem still remains. So does it really work? And in some cases, and because I was asking a person that because I'm trying so hard to understand this. One of the persons who came into my inbox, I was asking them and they were telling me somebody walked them spiritually. And they went to how many priests, pastor, yada yada yada. And they have to go back to another one because the problem is still there. And she was trying to explain to me. So I'm listening. I'm like, in some cases, Obeah becomes an explanation instead of accountability. So instead of reflecting on, because she was telling me some of the things that why she thinks somebody Obeah her. And I'm sitting and I'm listening and I'm like, but this really sounds like poor choices. And instead of reflecting on the choices, it sounds as though you're blaming spiritual attacks. Instead of seeking medical help, you're seeking spiritual cleansing. Instead of going to counseling, you assume something supernatural is happening. And sometimes what people are experiencing is stress, anxiety, trauma, exhaustion. Stress alone can weaken your immune system. Fear can cause physical symptoms. Believing something bad is happening can make the body respond as if it truly is. My son, we're on the same scale. They say when you're Coco Bay, Yaz can take you. But I don't know. But I mean, this doesn't mean people are lying. Sue says, I've always been a skeptic about this, and I'm still am today. I'm fully aware that there is good and bad in the world. However, my belief is that the God I serve protects me from evildoers. And that is the boat that I'm on. I am on that same boat, but I just want to get to a place of understanding because there are people you cannot tell otherwise. They are rooted and grounded in this belief. And I mean, that doesn't mean that they're lying. It just means that, the mind is incredibly powerful. The mind is an incredible, powerful tool. Because scientists have also shown that when people believe they are cursed or in danger, their bodies can react with real symptoms. Headaches, fatigue, illness, emotional distress. So is it Obeah? Or is it the physical effect of fear and belief? Preston says, and when we're looking at the positive, they went for help and they received it, sick and left healed. Many left and returned, possessed and delivered. That is the part I'm trying to understand, Bishop. I don't know the positive because, like I said, I'm a skeptic. So for people who believe, you have to break it down and explain to us how it works. So you're saying somebody, and I just explained to you how this could work. You are of the belief this happened to you. So you go to seek help. And the body, the mind, I just explained to you. Stress can weaken your immune system. And I said fear can cause physical symptoms. So when you remove the fear, so okay, you go by this Obeah, this person who is supposed to help you, right? Think about it this way. You go by this person who is supposed to help you, who is supposed to relieve you of all these problems, and you went in sick and you left healed. That is what you went for. So when they work on you, they now reverse how you're thinking. So it's almost like it's reverse psychology. You went in there feeling a particular way, and now they understand why you're feeling. They're going to do the opposite. So now you're thinking differently. So of course, to me, you're going to feel better because you went there to get help, knowing that that's what this person is supposed to do, help you. And when they go through the motions, I don't know. I just find it easy to get tired about here. And like I said, believing something bad is happening can make the body respond as if it truly is. So now when you take away that belief that something bad is happening, you're going to feel better. Like I said, the mind is incredibly powerful. So I'm asking, is it Obeah or is it the physical effect of fear and belief? And like I said, I personally believe in God. I believe in prayer. I believe in spirituality. I believe in energy. I believe in intention. But I also believe I believe in science as well. I also believe in science. I believe in mental health. I believe in responsibility. I believe that sometimes life simply happens. Not every problem has a supernatural explanation. Some problems require better decisions. Some require medical care. Some require healing emotionally. Some require letting go and moving forward. Nia says, I believe it's a mind thing. I think it's a mind thing. Where I struggle is when fear of Obeah controls people's lives. Nell says, not always Obeah, some just paying for their wicked ways. Because there are people who live constantly worried that someone is working against them spiritually. When every setback feels like an attack, when peace is replaced by anxiety. David Johnson says, bad out there. Of course I believe in bad. There's good and bad. Yin, yang. Of course I believe there is bad out there. But like I said, I'm skeptical with the Obeah part of it. Like somebody has the power. A flesh and blood human being has the power to make you walk on your hand, walk on your head, bark like a dog. So who gave them that power and authority? As a human being, you have the power. I mean, I believe you can stress somebody to the point where they start having mental issues. You can treat somebody badly. Or you can already have those mental issues and it takes very little for you to flip. When he says, Aruna, I will send you a video of a man in Jamaica that said people consider him to be an Obeah man, but he said he's a spiritualist. He said most people come to him saying it's Obeah, but it's, but it's usually some type of sickness like diabetes. That is what I believe too. I believe people already have those things, and with the thoughts of Obeah in their mind, they believe every bad situation or everything that comes along, somebody do them. Somebody Obeah them. So this is a spiritual discussion. Most of us in here don't have the correct answers to your question. Fair enough. Hercules says the evil that men do will live after them. There are certain things happen that no one could explain. There is a man in my area walked to the back of his house and was never seen again. Why? I wonder sometimes if we are giving power to something that may not deserve that power. Or are we overlooking real solutions because we are focused on supernatural ones? Are we giving power to something that may not deserve that power? That's my question. Or are we overlooking real solutions because we are focused on this supernaturalist Obeah business? So how come nobody to Obeah Trump? Listen, at the same time, I remain open-minded. Yeah? Because there are many things in this world we do not fully understand and we may never understand. And I accept that. There are many things in this world that we may not understand and will never understand. Never fully, no matter how much we question it. And just because science hasn't explained something yet doesn't mean it never will. So I don't mock belief. I listen. I respect experiences, but I also question. And I think it's healthy to question. The truth may be somewhere in between. Who knows? Some people may genuinely experience spiritual encounters. Others may be experiencing the powerful effects of belief, fear, stress, coincidence. But to me, what matters most is how we respond. So whether we believe in Obeah or not, I just think that it's important that we take responsibility for our choices. We care for our mental and physical health. We seek real solutions alongside spiritual support and just avoid living in fear. Because fear will steal your peace faster than anything else. I'm telling you, the speed fear will. Listen, y'all don't understand how powerful fear is, you know. Y'all don't understand how much power fear has. So do y'all believe Obeah is a real spiritual force operating among us? Or do you believe it's a cultural belief strengthened by fear, coincidence, and the power of the mind? 100 and some of y'all in the room. Yes or no? Do you believe Obeah is a real spiritual force operating amongst us? Or do you believe it is a cultural belief strengthened by fear, coincidence, and the power of the mind? Or could it be a mixture of both? Could it be a mixture of both? Listen, at the end of the day, whatever you believe, I encourage you not to live afraid. Because to me, that is when those things take root within you, when you are fearful, when you live in fear. Listen, I mean, I'm going to sit down in the church every Sunday, but me and God, we tight, you know. We tight. We tight. And if you fear those things, I think that's when you come under spiritual attack, because you are not rooted, you are not grounded. And you believe in those things, so you automatically it will draw to you. So that is why I'm saying I encourage people not to live afraid, because that is where all these things take root, in your fear. Because when we choose peace, when we choose growth, when we choose wisdom, and most of all choose healing in every form, when we do that, when we understand ourselves better, we become stronger. Somebody sent me a Jamaica man video thing. Let me see. I don't know. I guess fear is what makes people believe, but since I don't. Let me hear the Obeah man saying here. Hold on.
He's a spiritualist. A spiritualist is a person that sometimes they can see past, present, and futuristic events. A lot of people bring people to me and say, Father, tell this person something about himself. He's very sick and he can't sleep at night and so and so. And then say, I don't put upon him also. And then me look at me and say, no, I don't put upon him. People come and then carry back alcoholics buckle full of worm. Those are the kind of things me do. Me heal people. Me wet up enough people in my yard all the while when they come and say, I want to do so and so, I want to mash up Sarah, I want to mash up Tom. I wet him up and run him out on the yard and say, I don't mash up people. Me build people, me help people, and that God give me a gift to do. Me is not a Obeah man. Me is a spiritualist. Some people that say scientist.
Why is it that they call you father?
Because me is an elder in the community, and everybody know me as an elder, and me treat everybody like me own children. Some say grandfather, yeah, because me have a whole heap of grandchildren, even though most of them not around me. Most of them overseas. Some is in Canada, some is in England, some is in America. Some is as far as Germany. Me have a granddaughter now, she's in Germany. She go to school. Build people, me help people, and that God give me a gift to do. Me is not a Obeah man. Me is a spiritualist. Some people that say scientist.
And what is your gift?
My gift is to heal people and to help people to get through with things that seems impossible and hard to attain. That is what I do.
What's the difference with an Obeah man and a spiritualist?
A Obeah man is a man. He work with dead man, bone and all them kind of something there.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Because you can't mix evil and good. The fountain cannot bring bitter and sweet water at the same time. No? So you can have God now one and Satan on the other hand. But it is said, out of evil come forth good. You understand? So you can use spirit to help to bring out goodness. No sin none of that. But when you use him to do evil, to mash up people, kill people, then they are sin. You know, if you do that, you can create, so why you try to destroy? Don't do that.
So what are you led by?
Well, I'm led by spiritual intuition, yes, and me have three things that me stand on daily, three principles in my life that guides me. Reason, meaning, and purpose. I know the reason why I am here today. I know what is the meaning of life, and I try to serve my purpose as a spiritualist.
Outside of that, right, do you have a spiritual background? Did you come from a Christian home? Where did this just come from?
Yes.
Yes,
This
I
is
need
a
to. It's
hun-
kind of long, so I probably will go through it and get little excerpts from it. But I don't know. Unique says, I believe in a mixture of both, but it does have jealous, wicked, and manipulative people who will go to the extent to hurt others through sacrificial practices just to hurt others for their own personal gain. Yeah, I absolutely believe in good and bad. I believe in evil. I believe there are people who will go out of their way to see you fall, who would go out of their way to see you fail, you know, who would try everything under the sun, even revert to this whole Obeah thing because of jealousy and all sorts of, you know, wicked intentions towards other people. But you know what? Listen, whether you believe in Obeah or you don't, one thing is clear. Belief is powerful. And what we believe shapes how we see the world. It shapes how we respond to challenges. It shapes how we heal, how we fare, and how we grow. That's just my take. For some people, belief brings comfort. For others, it brings anxiety. Yeah? Do you believe in spiritual healing? That's a good question. You say you believe in good and bad. Do you believe in spiritual healing? Do I believe in spiritual healing? I wouldn't say yes or no because I've never had to go to the extent to visit somebody or visit a pastor. I just feel like there are days when I'm feeling heavy, anxious, that yes, prayers, when I pray or when I meditate or when I listen to gospel music, for some reason those things help me, gets me back in that headspace, that good space. Prayers, meditation, and listening my gospel music, it gets me back to a place of, okay, I'm good now. I'm not too sure about the spiritual healing involving someone else. They may pastor, priest, whatever, spiritual healer, whatever. So I'm not dismissing it, but since I've never had to go to that distance, I'm not sure. You know, I'm just not sure. Because like I said, for some people it brings comfort, for others it brings anxiety. And for some it offers answers, and for others it raises questions. And neither side is wrong for feeling the way they do. So that is what I want you guys to take away from this. Neither side is wrong for feeling the way they do. But what I hope we all take away from this is the importance of balance, right? It's okay to honor culture and tradition. It's okay to be spiritual. It's okay to believe in things we can't fully explain. But it's also okay to ask questions. It's okay to seek facts. It's okay to look for practical solutions. We don't have to choose between faith and reason. We can walk with both, because sometimes healing comes through prayer. Sometimes it comes through doctors. Sometimes it comes through therapy. And sometimes it comes through changing our mindset and habits. And that is how I realized there was nobody doing me or nobody walking me. I just needed to change certain mindsets and certain habits that I had, get my therapy done. And I mean, I'm not 100, but I'm sure not 50. I'm about 98 and aiming for the 100. So it was a therapy. It was me changing my mindset and habits. And because but you think it's no man, somebody do you, man. And often, it comes through a combination of all those things. So what's most important is that we don't allow fear to control our lives, like I said. Fear can make every problem feel like an attack. Fear can stop us from taking responsibility. Fear can block peace, progress, and growth. So instead of living in fear and what might be happening to us, let's just focus on strengthening ourselves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. I was just about to go. Go quick, Gabs. My time done. Yeah. Go ahead. Hold on. I ain't hearing you. Yeah.
When all you go by the Obeah, that is the last resort. Let me say you doing ladies' room, right? Let me say I come up now with my own ladies' room, and I decide now that I want to take you down, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think the first thing I do is wake up and go by the Obeah man and tell the Obeah man, but I want to do my own ladies' room, and I go take down Aruna? Nah. First of all, that is how human nature work. We just do the dirty work ourselves, and when we find it happening fast enough, we gone by somebody to say, oh, do this or do that. But that time you done plant the seeds and water the seeds already. Always all your own Obeah man and Obeah woman. Because first of all, I record you, I go and I say, look at what she say. She should be. Look at how she think. She this, she that. After I tell everybody 10,000 bad things about you, run you down to the core and plant the seeds in so many people, what's going to happen? Eventually the seeds germinate, right? I tell Sonia, Aruna not a good host. Sonia gonna tell Jane tell this one, and they start to say, well, Gabby says she program better, and she have this person on there, and she have that person on there. Guess what? 2 years down the road, I have more viewers than you, because my negativity is what is bringing you down. Mm-hmm, right? Mm-hmm. But when I find it happening fast enough, I go on by the Obeah man, and then we say, yes, the Obeah man walk, what the Obeah man do walk. No, always all your own Obeah man and Obeah woman, because always the one that start to do the dirty work first, and all you continue to do it. Nobody doesn't go by Obeah man and sit down. When all they go and all they tell them all they're sick, heal all you don't stop taking all your medication. No, it's only a matter of time before the medication work. If you go to the doctor today, it's gonna take a month or two before the dose is complete and you get back on your foot, right? Mm-hmm. You go to the doctor, you're taking the tablet for a week. The tablet ain't working, you go to the Obeah man. But you're going by the Obeah man and you're still taking the tablet. Then now you come and you say, oh, the tablet ain't work. Is the Obeah man that work? All you is all your own worst enemy. Because we is good, the bad, and the human being. We is everything all in one. But we hate to take responsibility for what we do and our lives. Here people who just think they're pregnant. They're barely growing, right? They're pregnant. Doctor ain't see no pregnancy.
They
but
do
you
no
can't
test.
tell the person that they're not pregnant because they're barely growing. They're sick. They everything. They have all the symptoms of being pregnant. But the person not pregnant. But in their heart and soul and mind, they think that they're pregnant. Whatever you think, that's what you are. And people don't realize how deep that is. There is a book named The Three Agreements. All you must read that. That will change a lot of all your ways of thinking. Nobody in Obeah. All you be all your own self.
Good on, Caps. I like that all over here. Yeah. We enemies of our own progress. That's what we are, enemies of our own progress. Anyway, guys, I gotta run. Definitely had to run. But like I said, let's remember that we are stronger than we think. Life will always be filled with challenges. How we respond to them make all the difference. So whether you believe in Obeah, whether you question it or sit somewhere in between, choose wisdom over fear. Choose peace over panic. Choose growth over staying stuck. And most of all, choose to live empowered, not controlled by what you cannot see. So thank you for being part of the conversation, guys. Until next time in the ladies' room, stay strong, stay thoughtful, stay growing, and we shall link again tomorrow, same time, same place. Have yourselves a great Tuesday, and thanks for showing up as always. All right? Yeah, discuss amongst yourselves.